And we're live. Hello, everyone. Um,
Hello.
and hello, Krazaz. Do I finally have your name pronounced correctly?
Yes, that is indeed correct.
And hello, Krazaz. Hey, why is it echoing? I muted my Twitch earlier today and it forgot. Okay. And it still sounds like it's getting my. Is there a lot of echo in my voice?
No, you sound fine.
Because it sounded like on the stream.
If anything, I should turn down Shivers. Though,
So I
let
think
me
my
see.
webcam has a microphone and it's.
If you're um, using OBS, you should be able to select which microphone it's using.
Yeah. It should be this one. Okay. Maybe I should listen. Let me let it echo here. See? Okay. Maybe
I
I
mean,
should
you're
listen.
teensy bit echoey, but not enough that it's bothering me at all.
Okay. It looks like I don't
I
know,
could probably run.
something
I could
reverted in
probably
my
watch the
settings.
stream if I was um offline on my phone, but I kind of run low on my bill anyway.
Okay.
So,
Well,
but whatever.
let's see. This is okay. I guess
So I
it's
should be able to I should be able to see chat now. Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Whatever. RIP 15 bucks worth of a gigabyte of internet. Who cares? Um. Should we wait for somebody to show up, or should we just start?
People are here, it looks like. Okay. Um I'm just gonna pull up the game because I'm tired of this um, Windows 3.1 screen staring at me.
Yeah, the thing I'm running, I don't know who the mastermind behind it is, but uh, he he set it up so that it starts up Shivers immediately from DOSBox.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Um, it's probably a similar thing to Torrent's Passage. I think I have two versions of that. One I can run in with Windows 3.1, and another one that just runs straight from DOSBox. But I didn't figure that out with this game, so I have to do a lot more finagling with this, and it's slower. I don't know. I guess I could try to figure that out, but never did. Okay, so last time I already finished Shivers, so now we're just going to be in Explorer mode and having some post-game commentary. Apparently, Krazaz has got a lot of extra information or something, either commentary or some like stuff you want to show me. I'm not even sure yet, so that's what we're here for now. What was that?
Discussion.
Okay. A discussion. Yeah, I'm actually not hearing you above. I can turn my game audio down, maybe, but I'm not hearing you above.
The game, yeah, the game's very loud.
I have the overall desktop audio lower.
Modifying the microphone some more. Let's see.
Okay, so I have the game pretty far down.
All right. Do I sound better now?
So I can hear you. Now, I don't know how I sound relative to you.
You sound fine to me, but I don't know about.
Actually, you sounded better right there. I mean, I don't want to be... What I'm saying is actually I don't want to overpower both you and the game, right? I kind of would like you to be about the same level as me and then the game be quieter.
I mean, unless you're finagling OBS to get 2 different news channels for both of them. Just try to turn down the in-game sound too.
All right.
Cheese loader.
Yeah. You were you like touching your microphone or something?
It rubbed against my chin.
Ah. Yes,
So,
that came through pretty loud. All right.
I mean, I'm just sort of doing my, I don't know, low tone voice.
Okay.
Not really talking. So, I guess let's just start then.
Select a
How'd you
name
like the game?
from the museum guest book.
Other than me badgering you about stuff.
That would be something if I had pressed delete game. Okay. So here I am. I'm in the I'm actually stopped the last game in the whoops. The
Okay.
room of the Exupi pots.
Yeah, that's Tombs and Curses, I believe that's what it's called in the game.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, how'd you like the game?
How did I like the game? Well, it was good enough that I played it twice. I mean, a couple years apart, but yeah, it's you know, the whole mission of going to capture these things. It does that thing which, you know, a lot of people do, you know, with game design. Kind of the trick with game design much of the time is to find some simple action that you make the player crave to do over and over, right? So like the reason why Tetris caught on so well is that, you know, the pieces like fit in this very aesthetically pleasing way, and so people just got addicted to that, right? There's always like this simple action that you root for and that you're trying to do, and it's, you know, that's what gets people hooked. So this game definitely does that well with having this particular underlying theme with capturing these ghosts.
Yeah, I like the what I really like about the game is that there's a heart behind it. It feels like that this was a passion project. And yeah,
speaking of passion project, this actually also impresses me as a game that could be. I mean, I don't know on the legal side, of course, but you know, it seems like
Right.
you know, on the fan side, it seems like this would be great material for like an updated
fan
kind of
game.
fan remake. Yes,
Yeah.
because it's a very, you know, it
don't
was a
know
3D game before 3D, so you know,
Right.
yeah. But anyway, you were gonna say
Right.
something?
I don't know about their legality, but there is currently a remake attempt for iOS
Yeah.
called Windlenot's Adventure.
All right.
I don't know much about them. I don't know about what's going on, but I do know that they have like a screenshots. That's all I've seen of it so far.
Okay. But they've restricted themselves to iOS for some reason.
It might be for Android too. I'm not. I think I got that backwards. It's probably on Android. And
Okay.
It's not on iOS yet. I'm
'Cause-
not sure. I haven't really looked into it.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, when I look at this game, yeah. I mean, it was 3D before it was 3D, so you know the navigation is kind of awkward. I mean, just like the Mist slideshow, right? So it doesn't have all the angles of looking at everything as you would like. But
Definitely.
more than that, it's not just the 3D environment, even though obviously all being within a building, I guess, except the opening. But you know, for the most part, it's inside a building, so you know it'd be easy to whip up,
Right.
you know, some kind of 3D environment, sure. But other than that, you know, there's some design changes that you could take the opportunity to make too, right? Like obviously, the first thing you tackle is those goddamn elevators, right?
Oh yeah.
Like
Fuck the elevators.
well, yeah, like what you can do with the elevators, I think would be really simple. You can keep like the same puzzle, you know, the same kind of spirit of it, but what you would do is, even if you wanted to make it, you know, something they had to do multiple times and make harder, what I would do is I would have each puzzle you would have to unlock the elevator at every floor, right? So if a floor has two floors, you have to unlock it at the bottom floor. You have to solve the puzzle to unlock it to go from the bottom floor to the top floor. And you would also have to unlock it at the top to go to the bottom floor. But after solving those two, it would be a free-to-use elevator, right?
Right.
So you would have to, so there would be still some tediousness. I think that there would still be like, 7 floors or something like that, right? Because there's 3 elevators, one of them has 3 floors. So you'd still have to like solve it 7 times to unlock everything. But it wouldn't just be like, when you, what is going on? Why can't I get in here?
Hold on. What do you?
Just the door from the Exupi room.
Oh, marble puzzle.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get there. I think I remember having a problem with this too.
Does this reset after? It's not that this is a hard puzzle, but like.
Yeah, I believe Explore mode does reset that one particular puzzle. I think it also resets the hieroglyphics to the theater. Yeah, it does.
That's weird. Okay.
I think it also resets Red Door, by the way.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I think it does.
Oh well. Okay, I probably won't redo that one. But huh? Why would it reset anything?
I don't know. They just it sets you to completed game state, but it's not the actual same game that you were in. I think.
Yeah, this is definitely not the way I left it. Whoops.
So I think that's how it's calculating it or whatever.
Ugh. Well, what am I doing wrong? Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's just strange. From like a logical perspective. But actually, the whole museum, I guess, shouldn't even be here, right? Didn't it like blow up? I don't know.
Well, just as far as I can tell, it was only a hole in the generator room. But
Okay.
but yeah, a lot of this game. Well, I guess we should talk about Postgame.
Talk about whatever you want.
I would have liked to have seen the 13 pots in the actual exhibit.
Like after
when you enter explore mode, if they put all the pots where they're supposed to be, that would have been a nice touch.
That would have been nice. Oh, that was another idea I had. If you were going to
Oh God, are you really doing China?
Maybe if I can remember how to do it.
Oh, I'm sure you got it. I don't know.
Just the fact that it did reset, right? Because I can't open that other door.
Right. So basically all the puzzles were set. It's nice to me being that I speedrun it, so that I can
Actually,
practice
this
the
isn't what I
puzzle.
want to do.
So yeah, so since I'm not on a timer or anything, or I don't have to go through all the bullshit, I can actually just test out puzzles over and over again, so I can get them down. I did that with stuff like Mastermind Puzzle and the Marble Puzzle, so I could do those quicker. Anyway, so let's see, what did I want to talk about? This game has a lot of nostalgia for me.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that this game was released in 1995.
Right, of course.
That means that it's only barely younger than me.
Okay.
I'm 22. I was born in February. This was in September.
Okay. So the development actually started before you were
94?
born. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this game can legally drink.
Yeah.
Why
do I keep doing that? That's not right.
And so, when I was a kid when my dad played this with me, or rather, I played it with him. And It was when did StarCraft come out? 97, 98, something like that.
I don't.
That's when we played this. Because that's where I get most of my memories from that time is him playing StarCraft. And so this game scared the ever-living shit out of me.
Okay.
The worst things were the maze and the Exupies were scarier than they look. Than that, I remember them much scarier than they are now. They
Sure,
just
of
look like
course.
freaking Goosebumps monsters now. And what else? The basement music. That also was scary to me. It was just how uncomfortable it makes you.
Right.
Let's see. And so, it was this game along with several other factors that helped me get into archaeology.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was mostly stuff about Egyptology and other stuff. Of course, my initial goal going into college, pathology, which is bacteria and such. But I dropped that because of calculus.
Okay.
So instead, I said, "Fuck it, I'll be an archaeologist."
Just like go that way and then just throw this puzzle right. How much would that bother you if I went this way?
I'm not watching you right now.
Oh, okay. I'm one move away from the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see you. Oh, hi, Maya.
Oh, hey.
Victorians. Yeah.
Okay.
Victorians, Maya, right?
What is China hype? Oh, because of this.
Yeah,
This
I just
puzzle?
call the puzzle China.
Just the puzzle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So speaking of archaeology, a lot of what's in Shivers is indeed archaeologically correct. However, several things such as the Exupi legend itself is completely made up for the game. And all these pots, pretty much all of them are non-realistic to Mayan culture. The only ones that seem accurate at all are maybe Crystal's pot, definitely Oil's pot, and lastly Wax's pot.
All this stupid puzzles reset. It's ridiculous.
Wood's pot is clearly Egyptian in design, and everything else, with the exception of maybe lightnings, everything else is just complete bullshit. Lightnings might be more reminiscent of something you would find in Mesopotamia.
Huh. Okay.
But yeah, a lot of the things you'll find in this game are actually accurate because the original designer for the game, Rhea Bates, I believe, was really big into archaeology. It was only through the other the artists and such and puzzle designers who were saying, "Hey, let's throw in some pseudoscientific stuff too, just to enhance how crazy Windlenot is."
Okay,
So,
that makes sense actually.
Mm-hmm. So you'll see that there's so like in the tombs room, where a cloth usually hangs out.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a normal. That's like an that's a common tomb for the Peruvian peoples. I was playing this game in my 3D scanning class because what we do in there is sit around really, waiting for things to scan. And so one of my archaeology professors identified the structure right away because she works in that region often.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. I also mentioned Marie Bates as the designer. I happen to I was researching the game on Sierra Chest for the discussion, and apparently she now owns and operates a hotel in South America near a Mayan site. And so I was thinking, if I ever go down there, I think I might visit and just tell her how great Shivers is.
Yeah, yeah, that's wow, huh?
Yeah.
This is a whole yeah, this is a whole world that I'm completely oblivious to.
Yeah. And it did set Ranta Boba. I was thinking if I ever made a video game, which I have a great idea for a video game, but I'm not going to mention it so that people don't steal it.
Yeah, yeah, I get that.
That I wanted to create a character named Ranta Boba. Out of respect.
Little tribute
I
there.
just love the thought of Ranta Boba name. But yeah.
Does that go there? Could that go there? I don't know. I'm actually trying to solve the red room. Can you believe it or not?
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't look too bad if you remember how it looks.
Well, I mean,
and you're actually not doing it. I don't think so, Victorian. I have zero experience when it comes to programming. So yeah, I'm not gonna try on Red Door. If you ever go past that area, you're gonna have to wait for me to catch up to you through the secret passages. I also found out that the manual for Shivers actually contains a little story that I did not know about. It's like the story of how they found the Exu. Interesting.
yeah. Are you gonna tell us the story, or is it?
No,
just
you
gonna
can look it
note?
up your damn self.
Okay, all right. I
no.
mean, you know.
I'm kidding. I haven't read most of it yet. I just happened to see it. It's like two people are in the jungle and they're scared. That's all I really got.
Okay.
Through it so
I mean,
far.
I've read some game docs like that before where I don't remember how it goes, but it was interesting while I read it.
Oh, sorry, Victorian. I didn't. I haven't read the rest of the freaking story yet. Let's see.
Where does this thing go?
So let's see. The Exupi themselves, like I've mentioned,
It doesn't go there.
they aren't accurate to any real thing. I mentioned that there are several places and objects you can see that that reference the Exupi, or not reference, but you can tell would be places the Exupi would show up if the other three weren't here. Were here, rather. I have no idea how fire got around other than place, so
Right.
that honestly loses me how the hell Beth died from fire.
Fire in the clock tower.
Well, the pot location I don't think has anything to do with the.
That's true. They do start moving them around.
It's the
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
The body
that's right.
that has something to do
The
with
body that tells you. Yeah.
If you look next to Merrick's corpse, you'll see the Jade skull, because Jade killed him.
I remember that. Yeah. I forgot to look at that this run, but yeah, I remember that before.
And that, well, I think you looked at it once.
Well, I may have got the game to zoom in on it, but I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing.
Right. And if you notice in the main hallway, you'll see that where it was broken in the.
Yes, in the main hallway. I did see it in the main hallway. Yes.
Right. And that there's a placard there. Now, I did not see the skull at first. I thought he had destroyed it because I swear I saw some jade broken around. But I might have been wrong about that. Also in the main hallway, near where the broken glass is, you'll see that there's an axe in a totem pole next to where the bird heads are.
Can we say that again?
There's an axe in the totem pole next to the bird heads in the main hall.
Yes. I never paid
And-
attention to that. What is this?
There's an axe in there because Windlenot was trying to attack one of the Xupi that were attacking him. If Wood could attack, he would probably. Well, if the totem pole was a place to get attacked, I would reckon that he would pop out from the totem pole, because you can zoom in on the totem pole to
Yes.
see the axe.
See, this is another thing that, if you're remaking Shivers, this is actually something I would do, right? The game designers were painted into a corner because this was a live action game, right? It had live actors, so they had limitations on what they could do, right? Because they had to make those specific video clips with those specific pots. But with the remake, you have more freedom with that. You can not just randomly scatter the 10 pots, you can actually randomly select the 13 and which 3 actually got the original characters.
Right.
Of course, then you'd have to figure out, like you said, where to put the fire. Look at that.
Nice job.
Yes. I did that from my head.
And of course, the stone, you can look at the Buddha in the red room.
Yeah, we were talking about that when I was playing. Yeah, how you think that's?
I would also reckon the snake in that same room would probably also contain a jade.
Huh.
Yeah. Another one would be the pendulum blade. I don't know what it's called. In the torture room, or the man's inhumanity to man, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That should have been a meta location, and I'm mostly mad about that because that would have been good for speedrunning.
Huh.
Speaking of which, since you're in the area, another speedrunning place. I was mentioning that there's a place you could easily get wax and wood to spawn.
I know that snake sculpture is wax.
Yeah.
Or is there...
And then there's the wood pallets next to it.
Yes.
If you just run up and down the hall below the stairs of the space room, if you just run up and down that hall, the music changes, will force the Xupi to move positions. And so you'll end up spotting one of both of them. So let me get to where you are.
So in an explore the room mode, they don't let you do the planets thing?
Oh, no. See, those things are only triggerable once you get the card from the gypsy. It's actually interesting.
I'm moved further back. I'm not... Okay, of course.
I was actually about to talk about that. The meta puzzle of that wormhole, of that rabbit hole, rather, regarding those, you don't have to do it to speedrun the game, to complete the game, rather. You just have to as soon as you're done collecting all 9 except for lightning, all you have to do is flip that switch. And then you have to go execute the guy. But other than that, that's all you had needed to do. Which is great, because that means I don't have to do the horse puzzle. I have to sit there and hope RNG gives me the card. And I don't have to zoom into the planets or anything.
No, wait, this isn't even where I wanted to go.
Even then, they don't tell you where it is. They don't tell you where that's the corpse is. And again, whoever was typing did say, yeah, you could probably figure it out since all of Beth's crap is in that staircase.
Yeah, well, that is kind of weird. It's like it won't let me zoom in on the things. Like it won't let me progress on this puzzle at all until I do all the certain steps, except it lets you shortcut the last one's kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, when you say, oh, that's good that I don't have to do X, Y, Z, okay. What? It won't even let me in this room?
Wait, which room?
In the secret passage here. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no,
because you have to do
there's
the
this
horse
puzzle. That's insane. Why are...
Right.
I forgot that there are so many puzzles.
Yeah. Speaking of puzzles, let's talk about the tour.
Sure. Yeah, that's actually what I'm doing. That's really mostly what I'm doing. Is just doing the tour because, you know, what else is there since...
So the tour expects you to only be one person.
Yes.
Because if you were actually in a group, like a real with a tour guide, it would be a nightmare to navigate. Unless the tour guide knew all the answers. But even then, that kind of spoils like the point. It's like, what is the tour guide even doing? It's just messing around with marbles. Another thing I'm gonna bitch about, even though it's a video game, there's no emergency exits.
Huh.
If this place
Well,
catches on fire, everyone's dead.
I think that was part of the story, too, right? Something in the... Wasn't there something in one of those stories, like in his office or whatever, how this place was... You know, like he'd moved it away from the city and regulators were after him and stuff, and he was just like...
Yeah, I do remember something about that.
Yeah, so I think that's part of it, is that, yeah, it's...
This place is, yeah,
Yeah.
insane. He's insane. Okay. So, like, you're only expected to be one person. There's no real way to navigate everything. It's too easy to access all the secret exits and entrances, as well as there's no being like employees. But yet, okay, so they expect you to be a single person, but yet there's a whole fucking theater.
Yes. That is strange.
That also has a puzzle lock on it. So, like maybe it was only there like maybe like a conference or something.
Maybe
they
he
opened that
converted a
door-
theater. Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, knowing when or not, that's probably something he would do. Yeah. But yeah, even if it's just a conference, like he would have to like have it open up and stuff. It's insane. Lastly, there's only one bathroom.
Yes.
Only the one. Also, no, water exupi does not show up in the toilet. It's a rumor that I've seen over and over again. I've never had it happen. You cannot zoom in onto the toilet other than like a little bit.
Maybe
But,
people just
like,
assume it because they hear. What probably happens is people
Hear
it.
coffee.
They hear yes, and then they just run out of there before they've figured out really how the whole mechanism works. That you have to actually be facing that one spot, which is another thing that can be improved in a remake. You can make it so that you don't have to be just in that one spot, because they were painted in that corner here.
Another thing is I would definitely like to capture an exupi in like weird spaces, because I know that can't capture water in the lake where you first meet him.
Does he ever appear in the lake again after that one incident?
I'm not sure. I don't think he does. I
Okay.
think it just pops up once to be like, hey, there's monsters here.
That was
It
my
also
impression,
gives you-
yeah.
It also gives you incentive to get your health.
It's
Speaking of
yeah,
which,
they teach you the health mechanic by hitting it, yes.
Yeah, it's also way too damn easy to not die, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that can be fixed. You can keep the same amount of health, the same amount of hits if you just make it harder to evade the hits. That's the direction I would go in a redesign.
Same. I definitely wanted to give them bigger range. I do like how each exupi has their unique track. The warning cue.
Yes, it's kind of sort of tied to their elements.
So yeah, back to the tour thing. I like to make the joke that, okay, so Windelnot lives here, since he has a bed in his office upstairs. So he gets up at 5:30 in the morning, loud ass, not only his alarm clock, but also the freaking clock tower jangling in the middle of freaking Massachusetts. whatever Maryland, I don't know, states. So what if he has to take a crap at 5:30 in the morning? It's dark. It's in his museum, and there's only one bathroom, and it's on the other side of the freaking planet. He has to.
Yes.
He has to go. He has to get out of his bedroom, solve an elevator puzzle.
Yeah, just to solve an elevator to leave your bedroom is, I mean, it's a strange way
to then
set
have
up your-
to roll up your tapestry from the other side to get out and crawl under to get to your main office, to then walk out. Then you have to go upstairs and into your secret passageway and navigate that.
Mhm.
Just so you can end up on the other side, have to go back downstairs, and then you're finally at your toilet.
I mean, who knows? Maybe there's another passage that we just never find.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a video game. I get it.
Yeah.
Let's. Okay, so we were talking about game design, and I mentioned how it seems cliche that every adventure game nowadays is on an island.
Every adventure game is what?
On an island.
Right.
Since it's going the Myst route. I like Shivers in that it's a single we're in a building. I would have liked to go outside more, though, I have to admit. Like, maybe there should have been a back door to see what's in the backyard of the museum. Side or something. Because there's the front, but there's more to the castle than just the front, huh? Museum, rather. It looks like the castle from the outside. Of course, I think it's built into the side of the mountain now that I think about it. JD.
Say what?
Let's see what else. You're messing with the horse puzzle some more. Let's see.
Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. No wonder I can't figure out what goes on the left side. It's all on the right side.
Yeah. I've fallen into that trap before too. Let's see. As soon as you're done with that, I can do one of the Easter eggs. The one there was one I didn't mention. You found two of them. One I pointed you out. Crate that says it's all right.
That's an Easter egg?
Yes.
Okay.
That's not normal.
It's definitely not normal, but you know, I thought it was a bug.
No, that's part of the game.
Wait a minute, what am I doing? Actually, this is the right spot. Okay.
But there's the touching the nipple, which he says, "I'm not dead yet." There's another one in the torture chamber that I didn't mention.
Oh.
So when you get around to that, you can go see that.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, and the one last thing that the last flashback that you didn't get. That
Oh,
was
look at my
on-
RNG. This time it worked out. It was like the 12th time or more? Okay.
The flashback you didn't get was
I did have all the
it
flashbacks.
was a book that was on Windlenot's desk. It was a scrapbook.
I thought I got all the flashbacks eventually.
No, at the end of the game, since it's the
Care to
explore
refresh
state
your
of the
memory?
game, it gives you all the flashbacks.
Oh.
Another tidbit is that the intro cutscene to Shivers
Mm-hmm.
is comes out of the stone. It's also on the manual. It comes out of the stone Exupi's pot. So, like, you emerge from the stone Exupi pot and it releases. I believe that that's a reference to when Merrick and Beth opened the pots, that the one they broke was stone, and that's what opened the rest of them. Which leads me to the
I thought they opened all the pots deliberately.
no, they opened one, and the one that opened the rest. See, the Exupi themselves can manipulate the other pots. That's why whenever you show the wrong one to them, they steal it.
Right, but I thought, right. But I thought that this...
What?
Yeah, it says in Merrick's diary right here, I helped her open the rest. It was pretty neat.
Oh, okay, huh. You're right then. Well, still, I'd like to make the point that I
That the
believe
stone
that
was the first one that... I mean, actually, it was also there... It talked specifically about one before the rest.
Okay, well, still, I guess that means that they opened stone first.
Probably.
But yeah, that leads me to the other point. Is that first off, the Exupi themselves are not elemental. It's the pots that make them that way.
Okay.
Based on the specific wording of the way the Black Book describes it. So the rules are that the Exupi cannot leave this realm as long as that that their soul's in the pot, and then it switches out once they kill someone.
Okay.
So what I think is what happens is that whenever they killed, because in one of Beth's messages, she seemed, or I think in her, one of them, she seems frustrated about the puzzles. I forget which flashback it is, but she seems frustrated about the puzzles. I think it's whenever an Exupi kills someone, not only are they free, but they reset all the puzzles and they release all their friends. Which explains why everything that Beth and Merrick did is completely undone. Which is why all the puzzles are reset. And then they rehide everything. Kind of like how whenever you show the wrong thing to an Exupi, it'll go hide it again.
Yes.
So it does all that before going wherever the hell it goes. Part of me wants to say that the Exupi goes apeshit and goes to murdering people again. Another part of me says maybe they just go back to the Mayan gods or whatever. Which is a more happy ending, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I was just assuming they were haunting the museum forever.
I mean, basically they are.
Not like going, into town. I mean, yeah.
Oh, and whenever I was doing story time during one stream, I was incorrect in saying 30 years. It's only been 15.
Yes.
So they died in 1980 something. And then this came out in 95. From 1980 to 95, yeah.
Correct.
So, okay, so you're in the torture room now.
Yep.
I want you to go to the skeleton in the cage.
Yep.
And then click the cup, the glass next to him. Wait, or is it? Okay, so you want to click the pitcher and then the glass, something like that. Or no, okay. It's like the glass in his hand, something like that. I'm trying to do it now, but I can't figure it out. But it's something like that.
Oh no.
I'll look it up quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, and it's actually the nipple one is not recorded in Sierra Chest, which is weird. I might want to eat
The nipple one, what?
the Easter egg with the nipple where he says I'm not dead yet. Uh,
What about it?
that's not on Sierra Chest.
Oh. That's weird.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go to their page on. Okay. Shivers. Easter eggs. Okay, Mansion Humanity Man, look at the skeleton in the cage. Click on the glass, the picture, and the hand of the skeleton. Okay. They're probably in that order.
I'm not dead yet.
Well, whatever. He's. Oh, it did it for me. So there's that.
Oops. The glass, then the pitcher.
And then his hand. Do that several times until he says
I
it.
feel your pain.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, that's all the ones in this game.
I feel your pain.
As far as anybody's discovered, anyway.
Okay.
For some weird reason, that this place is really hard to navigate. It's kind of dumb.
Yep, that's another thing that would be solved with the 3D remake. I'm telling you, it should happen.
Right. So that's all I have about Shivers, but I can talk about Shivers and the differences between them in this game. Not to a spoilery level, just to like introduce you to what the differences are.
Maybe when I actually play it, because I don't want to play that one right now.
I mean, okay. But it's definitely all I have to say is it's non sequitur to Shivers 1. It's completely independent. It's made by the same people, and still has the themes of archaeology. And that instead of a building, it's a entire town.
Yeah, I did like mess around on like the opening scene. So
Oh, really?
I vaguely remember some rundown place. But yeah, not much more than that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to also ask about Shivers 2. If and when you play it, you should definitely check if your CD2 is actually CD, because from where I got the files from, cough cough, my CD2 is just CD1 again. So
I guess you can do
I actually played Shivers 2 the other day with the help of and just to see how what's going on with it. And it does not autosave. So
you just have like a really buggy bootleg version?
Um,
Or that's intended that way?
It's intended
Okay.
that there's no autosave. So make sure to save whenever you play Shivers 2.
Okay. Alright.
It does have some things over. But the aesthetic is different in that Shivers 1 is much more scary, while Shivers 2 is more unnerving. So. And I think that's all I can really talk about it.
Well, it sounds good. Definitely have other things I can do. Actually, I kind of got to run to the bathroom before I start my next game here.
All right, sounds good.
But yeah, that was that. It was actually a pretty good, interesting conversation. We had a lot to talk about. The
yeah.
hour is a pretty good amount of, or however long we've been doing this. It's a pretty good amount of post game commentary.
Oh, really? It's been an hour? I thought it was
Maybe it's been a little less. Maybe it was. Yeah, it was after 9 when we started. Maybe 45 minutes. I don't know. We've been on
All
here
right.
a while.
While you go to the bathroom, I'm open to any questions from chat.
Okay, well, you can chat with chat, I guess, and I'll be back.
Okay. How's it going, chat? They got silent so. Of course, I'm also watching the stream, so I'll only be getting my chat about as often as Shady does. Stream delay. For anybody hasn't heard already, follow me using Shivers speedrun. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And no, I won't be running Shivers 2. I also can distribute Shivers 1. It's abandonware, so I don't think Activision gives a shit. So if anyone is interested in playing Shivers for this, yeah, me. I forgot to mention, but I guess I'll say it when Shady gets back. I have some news, I guess. But yeah, this game definitely helped helped influence my liking of archaeology. Mostly bullshit. Well, not mostly. Somewhat bullshit. I'm currently going to do some field work. Gotten the job. And basically going to be up and down the floor, digging cubic foot holes everywhere. So that'll be fun. And tomorrow, I'm actually going to go to Poverty Point. I didn't get any actual questions from chat, so I just started talking. Like, yeah. I didn't get any actual questions, so it's just kind of.
Gosh, they're not even like saying anything to you. So you've just been philosophizing about something, I suppose.
Yeah, I was mentioning that I did get the job. I am going do some actual field work.
Field work in the realm of Shivers.
No, well, field work in actual archaeology.
Yes.
I will be digging random.
If you want the real money, it's in creating some conspiracy websites and stuff.
I mean, sure.
Lots of clickbait stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the money is. Okay.
I know perfectly well. People fool people all the time.
Okay.
There's all kinds of archaeological take to it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shut this down. I'm gonna move on to another game. So.
Before that, I would like to mention a go-to, or whatever the hell he's PM'd me about where he can find these sound files. Provided them to him. He says he's going to remix the music. Shivers 1 and 2.
Yeah, where is a go-to? He's not in here right now.
No, he's not here, but he did say he was going to do that, and probably going to share that either Discord, or he's at least going to show me. I think that'll be fun. But I'm also going to head to Poverty Point tomorrow, which is a heritage site, archaeological, just to be there. So that's pretty exciting. Other than that, thank you for having me, chat.
Yeah.
I also
it was definitely an interesting conversation.
Yeah, I also plugged myself there during that.
Oh, we got picture requests. Yeah, you gotta
Oh yeah, sure. I'll definitely.
you gotta do the
take some
selfie
pictures.
thing in front of the green screen. I mean the places that you're traveling to.
Yeah, the places. Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah. If I find any artifact, I'll show you. If I find any full pots, I'm gonna ask where these are at so I can catch them. I'm sure they're in the area. But yeah.
she doesn't want your ugly mug in the picture, actually. So never mind.
Oh. Thanks a lot, Maya. But yeah. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we had a good time. I'm gonna give you the boot now, though.
Is there anything else you want to talk about the game?
Up. Anything else? I don't think so. I mean, chat had like 5 minutes, and they didn't even acknowledge your presence. I feel bad. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give you the boot here. I'm actually just gonna leave the stream room. So, or
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I just cut him off mid-word. Didn't mean to do that. All right. So I'm going to save this because it is actually worth saving. Not that I'm going to load this game on stream again. But I don't want to have to go through that again in explore mode. I may actually want to continue to open up the entire museum with no ghosts around. Why are you mean now? Alright.
Goodbye.
Quit, exit, quit. Whatever. Alright. That's done. Okay, so what are we gonna do now? I was exploring. I don't know. If anybody has a really burning thing that they want me to play and they can convince me to play it, I'll play that. But I picked something up in the Steam library for something completely different. I don't know how I actually feel about this. It sounds like a really good time. I have no idea what it's about. I think that you guys would have more of a good time than I would. Okay, we have a second vote for seventh guest. That's what did I pick up? It was a Krazaz title that he threw out, even though I don't know how much he actually wanted me to do it. I picked up Amnesia. I don't know if I would like it, but it sounds like something you guys might enjoy watching me play. Okay, we have one in strong vote. We have strong vote for Amnesia. Okay. Well, Caps is 1.5 vote, I guess. All right, I'll do that. Let me just reset the stream thing so that we can separate which games I'm doing, and I'll boot it up in a few seconds here.